has failed, when the promise has been broken, they turn back. But before they turn back, they move earth, they move water, they move air, they move the sun. They scream through these stratospheres. They scream, they tense. And believe you me, if we could measure the force and the impact and the power that that child is expelling, as compared to what Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime expels during a tense, you will see that Arnold Schwarzenegger still doesn't reach 5% of the strength a baby expels in those times when you need to reach beyond the stratosphere. Yeah. And how do I prove everything I'm saying? How do I prove everything I'm saying? You see, many tribes know this, and the ones that know it the most are the occults. The occults. And let me show you how some of them, without mentioning anyone's name, yeah, but some of them, they believe, yeah, and it is true, because you see, when a baby reaches that point scientifically, the baby produces, the baby reaches through us. Do you think you will reach through the heavens and your body will stay normal? No. When the baby is distressed to a certain level and the baby expels so much force and energy, the baby starts to produce an enzyme that is known to science. An enzyme that makes you strong, that can almost make you superhuman if concentrated and given to you right. If captured right, concentrated right, and given to you. They know this. So in the past, there are examples in London, there are examples in Germany, there were examples in Switzerland. These cults were caught because they had certain occasions where they had to do sacrifices. Yeah, but they called the sacrifice the sacrificial lamb. This is not Bible story, I'm telling you, because this is not Bible people. But some Bible people also know this. But I'm just telling you, I'm just saying, in general. So then they will capture a kid. They will kidnap a baby, an innocent. But it had to be an innocent from a particular group of people. Are you listening to me? Their culture denoted that they had to kidnap a child from a particular group of people during this period. And they will lay the child on the altar. Listen carefully. They will lay the child on this altar and they will taunt the child first. They will taunt the child. They will taunt the child for the child to scream and tense and do all those things to try and get the child, force the child to reach into the stratosphere. They will force the child. When the child has got to that level, they will then take sharp objects. Listen carefully. They will take sharp objects and they will start pricking the child. It won't be just one person. There will be many of them surrounding the altar. And then they will start pricking the baby. Because the pain will make the child scream even harder. So produce more. When they are satisfied or when they have reached the climax, they will then use those sharp implements to penetrate the veiny areas to draw the blood, This whole system I'm talking to you has a name. It has a name. And it was considered a crime back then. So there's history of it. So I'm not just telling you lullabies. There's history of it. They would then use the blood of the sacrificial lamb. Some of it will be used to make special drinks. Some of it will be used, listen, to make bread. So a special type of bread where the blood of the sacrificial lamb is used to mix during the doughing process and then baked. So when someone says the body and the blood of Christ, it is literal, or let's say it was literal, because there's power in it. Why? Because they taunted Jesus to death. Why? Because they poked him with stuff to make him reach into the stratosphere, to scream to his Father. And he did. He was in so much pain. And although Jesus was an adult, they knew he was innocent. And only the innocent can reach that far, because only the innocent have a gateway. So they taunted him. They beat him. They scolded him. They punctured him. They did everything that some people know to do to fresh-born babies, to kids, innocent kids, to ascertain supernatural powers, literally. If it were the case